ちは。
レンタルのお客様。
そうですね。はい。こんにちは。
じゃあ遅れてしまう場合はこちら LINE 登録していただくとスタンプ一つで、遅れてしまう。
なんかこういうのがあります。はい、全然全然。Everything is fine?
Most of it. I can understand a little bit what they're talking about. If you speak Japanese, it translates.
I'll become the same.
彼はあんまり乗らないですね。
I'm excited. I want to tomorrow already.
硬い。
硬い？
Maybe it's better for the long term because at the beginning you prefer soft, but for the long ride, I prefer.
Too much soft is not so good because if you soft, you cannot catch the condition of the road. Yeah, yeah, really, indeed. おー、かっこいいね。
Lower, lower. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hello.
I will shoot the behind the scenes.
Yes. Man of the work.
Yannick, I will give you later.
He was keep saying that like, oh man, it's so amazing, it's so amazing.
What about the first of all highway? It was comfortable.
I don't even, yeah, on the highway it's also comfortable because I basically never switched from the 6th gear. Everything you can do from 40 kilometers per hour
From
to 100, 6th gear is so convenient. And then we went a bit right on the turns, the handling.
Good.
Oh my god, like it's so different, I didn't even know.
Maybe it's good because it's standard, not like sport type. So it's more geometry is basic, and
Yeah.
you can relax and you don't need to push something.
Yeah, I just did a try on the parking slot here, the Ease bike, and I found it very smooth as well, regardless of the weight. And
Yeah, it's like, it's big and powerful, but you can handle it, you know, very easy.
you dancing.
You tried Yannick one?
Yeah, it's actually also good. I find it really easy to ride too.
I think for tall people, Ease bike is better. I felt much more comfortable. In the other one, I feel like a little bit it's for a little bit smaller people.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want me to do here? Actually, and it's car and New Zealand car, they were so disgusting. Kids have put from food, ice cream.
the
Sometimes
smoking, tobacco,
yeah, everything was melt. And sometimes I was entering the car and was like, what the hell? And Japanese car, I know I have nothing to do. Really, literally, I was entering. Okay, done.
Yeah,
Because the problem with Japanese second-hand car is there.
it was Honda Prelude, like, you know, like
Yeah, but if
41.
one people's passing you, you're on the wrong side. I actually
I mean, you use mirrors, right?
But when you gonna overtake, how you check? I mean,
Overtake?
Yeah.
Overtake is a bit complicated.
I also see
But
it
you go a bit left, like to actually check, and then okay.
for the same reason in Yangon in Myanmar. Same reason. So, and I see a bus, but the problem with the bus is you open door for passenger on the wrong side. And because there are Japanese ones, and people so open, people will go on the street directly on the street, and I was like, how this work? And how people don't get injured, but people get used to it somehow.
I mean, you just...
there is not much. Actually,
We need to go back. Yeah. So cool. I wanted to show him the...
No. First we ordered. Better than the first time. You write less.
Because I noticed on the on rocks there is no hiragana, katakana is just kanji.
Konnichiwa.
I thought that was the problem people were complaining with the bingo. It was colorful, but the angle is green number and then it's false.
Atsushi ne.
So good.
sound
How to say like how to handle?
handle handling
ハンドリング。なるほど。全然重たくなかったですね。重たくなかったです。
重たくないですか？重たくない？重い？
あ、大丈夫です。
よかったです。
エンジン強いから。
はい。全然。
Arimasu everything. Like and subscribe.
Do you have your channel?